God, pre-existence, and the afterlife. This is part 2. So the blue team, the beings that I channel, have taught me much about the afterlife. The first time that I encountered death, I was the age of 6. And this is when my paternal grandfather transitioned. It was the first time I had ever seen my father cry. This was very distressing to me. It was disturbing to see him cry. "What is wrong?" I had asked. And the answer that came was far from satisfying. "Your opa," which means grandfather in Afrikaans, "is dead. He is gone, and he is never coming back." Why, this didn't make any sense to me. How could someone leave and never come back? How is that possible? I went to my room and sat on my bed, and an angel came and sat down beside me and sighed. "My child," she said, "they know not what they speak of. They do not understand what a glorious joy it is to pass." And she went on to explain to me that death is not the end, not a state of gone, but rather a change of form, from physical existence into pure spirit. A state, in fact, where there is no limitation. A state of going home and being one with God. And my next revelation came about around the age of 16. I had been looking into different religions and reading many alternative texts about alternative belief systems. I grew up Christian, so other than Christian. When something suddenly dawned on me. Spirit communicated with me differently at this time. And this was so I could naturalize into social environments without acting a little crazy. Revelations at this time used to come in the form of downloads, sudden realizations where I just felt to my very core the truth. Without any shadow of a doubt, I would simply know. This is also called claircognizance. I can't tell you how, I just know. And this was the realization. Our belief systems impact us even after death. This means that if a person believes in Jesus and God in the Christian sense, and they do indeed live a good life according to that belief system, then they're often met by Jesus and are taken into a realm that somehow represents the idea of heaven. If, of course, they did not believe they were very good, they might end up in a realm they call hell, or even purgatory. If a person believes they're a star seed and came from a different star system, then they're collected by the beings that they perceive to be part of their soul family, and they essentially go home. If a person believes in nothing, they may be met by nothing for quite a while until at such period they're tired of believing in nothing and suddenly realize they still exist, and there is indeed a something, and something begins to form. And the same goes with heaven, hell, purgatory, and the star systems. Something is beyond even that, something that we cannot possibly describe. Often people are even met by their passed on loved ones. Again, it really depends on what you believe, what you expect. So if you're a person who feels incredibly guilty and you believe in that necessity for punishment, of course, as already mentioned, you create that purgatory or hell. And on a personal level, I have witnessed family members doing this to themselves, punishing themselves and then releasing themselves when they feel they've, repented for their sins. I've even seen some of those family members become guiding spirits later on. In the vastness of this multi-dimensional universe, all things are possible, and therefore is. So what we choose to believe, and how we choose to act, and what energy we put out into the universe, affects us not only in this lifetime, but in others and the afterlife. So much of our power lies in the choice we have around our belief systems. We get to be the creators of these realms. Nothing is inevitable except that we are, and we are creators. No belief system is invalid. And so really our inquiries should base more around, does it serve me? Is it empowering? Indeed, does it feel good to believe this? Opposed to, is it true? Indeed, if you allow yourself to accept, even just for a moment, that all things are possible, which possibility do you choose to align with today? What would you change in this very moment? Lots of love to you, divine soul. And do reach out if you'd like to book a private session, a reading with myself, Psychic Carla, and of course the blue team. And also if you'd like to unlock your own divine spiritual gifts and embark upon a powerful healing journey, come and sign up for the Psychic Development Program.